Hello, church family. This is our weekly update for Thursday, March 16th. Our verse of the month comes from Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 and 29, and is an incredible promise of hope for us. It says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly of heart, and you will find rest for your souls." Just a wonderful invitation from our good God to come to Him whenever we are carrying heavy loads, whenever we are burdened, whenever we are struggling, and He wants to give us rest. And not just a physical rest, but a spiritual rest that is deep in our souls. So I want to encourage you to continue to come to Him on a regular basis to find rest. Well, this week we have several birthdays. Today is Jeff Hallen's, Chad Miller, and Tom Norman's birthdays. Tomorrow is Brad Moss's and Kenyon Utterback's. On the 20th, Michelle Wright has a birthday, and then Brianna Clance's is on the 22nd. So happy birthday to all of you. We have an open gym tonight here at the church. That's from 6 to 8. That's been pretty well attended. Appreciate the guys that have taken initiative to make that happen. And we've had some connections with Sunday morning on that as well. So just excited about that good ministry opportunity. Also coming up this Sunday, we're having our pizza with pastors. That's something we do right after the morning service until about 12:30. It's an opportunity for those who are newer to Eastside to learn some things about us and just an opportunity to just get connected a little bit and acquainted with us. Well, for prayer requests, we want to encourage you to be praying for Dan and Elizabeth Rose. Actually, we're celebrating this, that Evelyn Grace was born on Saturday morning. Both mom and baby are doing great. So be praying for Evelyn as she is welcome to our world, and then for Elizabeth and Dan as they adjust to having a newborn in the home. Well, one of the things that we are continually talking about here at the church is the responsibilities that we have to one another and as a church. And we've summarized these with 4 words: gather, grow, give, and go. The idea of gathering is we gather together as a church on Sunday mornings to worship. We grow in a group. That means that we are seeking to live life at close range with others so that others know what's going on with us. We know what's going on with them. We can encourage them. They can encourage us. So gather, grow, and then give. We want to be giving of ourselves, giving of our time, our energy, giving of our resources, our finances, our talents, all of these different things for the purposes of seeing God's kingdom growing, to see God's people growing, to see the church benefiting from the resources and the gifts and abilities that's given to us. So gather, grow, give, and then go. And go is the idea of going to the world, that we want to help more and more people know, love, and live for Jesus. And so we want to go to all the world and make disciples. And a very easy way of doing that is talking to our neighbors. But then also we have Easter coming up, to inviting people to our Easter service. And one thing we're doing for Easter this year, we're doing a Good Friday service this year. And so we want to encourage you to be a part of that. That's going to be Friday, Good Friday at 6 o'clock. We'll have some more details coming for you on that. But want to make you aware, again, we're having a Good Friday service coming up here in a few weeks. Also, coming up this Sunday, we're going to be in the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 25 to 31:55. And the sermon titles this: Deception, Division, and Providential Purposes. And what we're going to talk about is how when we play games with truth, life gets harder. And yet, we're going to see that even through our foolishness, even through our sin, even through painful consequences, that God is accomplishing His good purposes in and through us. And so it doesn't give us an excuse for our sin and our foolishness, but it gives us hope in the midst of it, knowing that our God does not forsake us and that He is working even in the midst of all of that. Well, as we think about a verse for today, it's from 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 24. It says this: "Not that we lord it over your faith, but we work with you for your joy, for you stand firm in the faith." And the idea of that passage, the focus is that we work with you for your joy. That's really what we want to be doing through the ministry of the church, working with you for your joy, that you would be overflowing with gratitude and delight and joy and enthusiasm for the things that God is doing in us and through us and for us because of Jesus Christ. And all these ideas about this joy helps us to understand this whole bigger idea of helping people to have brighter lives as they seek to know, love, and live for Jesus. Well, church family, look forward to seeing you on Sunday. I love you. May God bless you.